Hello, America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of Claws Season 3 episode Done. This the finale. This the damn finale. Anyway, I got another review to do after this, so let's get this started. This the finale. We see Roller. Roller done made Desna breakfast in bed for her birthday. He's talking about marriage and he gives her his necklace. And you can just tell that, it's some fuckery afoot. Now in the preview, it said that Toby in the preview it said that Toby basically was supposed to be in witness protection. You a scamming ass B, I tell you that. Benedict texts her something. I can't read it. I didn't have on my glasses, and I went to the TV, and I was like, forget it. I guess he wants to meet up with her. Polly and Jen go with her, but they only allow Desna in. Benedict basically says that he gonna shut down the casinos because he doesn't have his in with the governor anymore, and I guess he want to kill Desna because Desna knows where the bodies are buried, and that is a problem. Uh, Desna says that she can have the new governor in the palm of her hand, and I didn't know who she was talking about, but I guess she was talking about Anne's brother. Apparently, she was talking about Anne's brother, and just help her run the casinos, let her run help let her help him open the new casinos and run this casino, and she'll be there. She's seeing her head on a platter. She's seeing an eyeball in the orange juice. I mean, was that her eyeball? Because it should have been. He agrees to let her do this only if she brings Anne's brother Henry into the mix. So we see Jen and Polly. They're with Joe because Joe was there with Benedict when Benedict told Joe to get your ass away because you're not running a casino. And Polly is like, oh, I tried to call you last night. You ain't answer none of my 22 voicemails. I wonder why. And Jen was like, is it because you with your wife? And he's like, I mean, yeah, I am married. Okay. Boodity beady bada boom. I am married. But we have an open relationship. So Polly is like, oh hell no. I'm not about to be a sidekick. So this is what you have to do. You have to either tell me you want to be with the one that pay the bills or the one that kills. And Joe looked at her and said, well, Polly, I guess it's the end of our relationship here. Girl. So Polly crying. But I mean, you really thought open relationship? I mean, you should have probably told Polly, but at the same time, Polly, you didn't fell in love with this man. Anyway, we see Dean. Dean goes to see Virginia in the motel, and he apologizes for his actions. He says that he's gonna move back in. Virginia says, "Oh, okay," and then they have the relations. Although I'm kind of angry at Dean because I don't know if he had relations with that stripper, and that's what's kind of making me annoyed. So everybody is at the nail shop. Well, all the girls. Is Roller at the nail shop? No, just all the ladies are at the nail shop minus Anne. Anne comes in and she's like, Anne is like, I'm okay, and everybody like, she not okay. Desna then walks her snatched waist ass up in that damn laundry room and tells her, hey, could you ask your brother to be a criminal for me? And Anne is like, why the hell you always doing this? You done got my wife killed. Now you want me to get my brother into it? And she's like, you got a lot of nerve. You got a lot of nerve. So I guess Roller must have been there because Anne leaves out. Roller and Desna are in the office kissing and stuff. The police come in. What's his name? Dwayne Husser, you're under arrest. They didn't arrested him. Okay. Clay and Bryce come in and they all agree that they need to go see a lawyer. Well, Jen picked up on some lies going on. So she goes across to the rehab center where Bryce and Clay are. And she's like, so what the hell is going on? What's going on? Bryce and Clay are like, what you mean? What you talking about? She's like, I know when y'all are lying. I can smell a lie from y'all a mile away. So what's really going on? Bryce then spills the beans. Jen is like, so you really doing this, Clay, huh? This is the second time you done lied to this boy. Second time you done broke his trust. And now that nigga in jail because of you, right? Right? So something needs to change. So we see Anne. I have no idea what the hell this was about. I don't. I honestly don't. Anne goes to the police station because she says she has information about a dirty cop. Okay. They take her in the back. Next scene we see Roller then call Desna and is like, hey, I'm in jail, but you know, I love you. Desna says that I'm working on getting you out. I love you too. Mint mojitos because they was thinking about going to Havana. Which now anyway, so she says that she has everything under control. So we see Polly and Virginia, they're doing nails when Benedict comes to talk to Desna. Benedict tells Desna that Anne went to the police. Anne and Desna then meet up because Desna tells Anne that Benedict knows that your ass went to the police. And the only way that this is going to be resolved is if you ask Henry, your brother, to talk to Benedict. So Anne is like, I mean, fuck. I guess I'll do it. So she says that she'll do it. Desna gets a call that Roller has just bailed out and she goes to meet Roller. We then see Polly knocking on the door to Dr. Ken talking about crying and stuff. Girl, if I was Dr. Ken, I would have been like in my skunk suit. I would have looked at her and said, girl, the Dr. Ken that you're referring to doesn't live here anymore, and close the door. Girl, you got me effed up. Anyway, we see Roller. Roller tells Desna that there's a snitch going around. And in the big scheme of things, there has to be a snitch that knows all of y'all, okay? So if there's a snitch that knows all of y'all, I would start looking at everyone. You know, if I was Desna, I'd have to maybe look at the people that I'm hanging out with. I probably wouldn't do it. Jen probably wouldn't do it. Virginia probably wouldn't do it. And I'm not sure. Okay, look at Roller. Bryce probably wouldn't do it. Uncle Daddy wouldn't do it. Where the hell is Toby? We ain't seen Toby in a good ass minute. Where's Toby? Like, come on. Process of elimination. I would have figured out that Toby was a snake. So, Roller says that they have a lot of evidence on him and they found an eyebrow hair. Y'all, I can't even, like, how could an eyebrow hair come out? Oh, I just got one. They found an eyebrow hair and they found one of Desna's hair. Now I'm trying to figure out, is it part of the wig? Because if it's part of the wig, y'all ain't never gonna find the captor. If it's like her real hair, then she's about to get sent up the river. Desna says it's too much going on. Too much going on. How about you and I, me and you? How about we just move? He like, move where? She like, let's go to Cuba. Let's go to Havana. Let's go someplace. I know Havana is in Cuba. Let's go some damn where, okay? Let's go. He's like, no, what about Dean? What about this? She's like, I can bring Dean with us, whatever. I just feel like it's a little bit too much heat. We need to go. He's like, what about your girls? She's like, I've done so much. You know, I put them through so much that they'd be good with me leaving. I don't really think so, but whatever. She says at the party, her birthday party tonight, that's it. That's the final hurrah. Say your goodbyes to everybody because that's it. So Polly is crying to Dr. Ken. Dr. Ken's skunk girlfriend come out, and Dr. Ken and just kicked her to the curb for Polly. And I just really feel like Ken needs to grow a backbone because, okay. Anyway, we see Desna and Roller. They go to the party. Desna goes up to Dean. She says how much she loves him. She says that she's proud of him. She says, would you like to go on a trip with us? He's like, no, me and Virginia are back together. I don't think she'd like that. She's hugging him. She's hugging him. She's like, I love you so much. He's like, okay, are you suicidal? Because you just going on a vacation. I'll clearly see you again. Okay. Anne is there, and she has convinced her brother to meet with Benedict tomorrow. Desna tells her that she loves her and she's sorry for everything and that she'll be a good mother. Dean and Virginia are dancing when Dean says that he's very happy that the engagement is back on. Virginia says about that, the engagement is not back on. I love you and everything. I always love you, but I just feel like, maybe a little bit, I just need some time to myself. I love you. I always love you, but I just need to be by myself for a minute. Dean is very unhappy with this situation, but Dean, your ass is the one who broke up and went to go play mahjong. So at the end of the day, I don't really care. Okay? Polly and Ken show up because she doesn't want to be there and see Joe and be alone. We see Desna. Desna blows out her candles and she talks about how much she loves her girls. Anne is over there looking like this. I know that Desna is the main character, but I thought Anne was gonna do a little pop pop. That's all I gotta say. I thought she was gonna put a hit out on her. Roller is there. Roller is about to take a picture with Uncle Daddy and Bryce, and he asks Jen to take the picture. Jen says, "Oh, okay, yeah, you really happy and everything for a man who just ruined his nephew's life?" And he said, "What you talking about? You want to talk about that right now?" And Roller said, What's she saying? What she mean? Why don't you go on and tell him, Clay?" Uncle Daddy told Roller everything. Roller then proceeds to throw his ass through the cake and was choking his ass out. Next, we see Anne and Joe. They talking. I'm eating. Look at this. Look at this. It's a crescent roll. Anne and Joe are talking about how bosses ruin their life, and I guess they come up. They devise a plan, and like I said, I thought that they were going to kill Desna. I know that she's the main character, but I still thought that they were going to kill her. Roller and Desna leave after Roller pushed Uncle Daddy through the cake, and he's like, you know what? I just need to turn myself in. Desna's like, no, please don't do that. He's like, I saw you with Dean. What if he has a kid? What if anything happens? I just feel like I'll take the fall, just live it, just do what I need to do, and whatever. So Desna goes to find Clay at the rehab center and tells him to find Toby. And he finds Toby at a motel. He found him through Grindr, let me say. Okay, he found him through Grindr. Oh, y'all, I'm really hungry. Apparently Toby is not going to go to the witness protection program because that's what they tell everybody. They just don't mean it. So Uncle Daddy cocks the gun and then says, you know what? Give him the littlest kiss I've ever seen. And proceeds to tell him to leave. He then goes to see Desna and tell Desna that he has not found Toby. Desna's like, okay, whatever. I need to carry out my plan. He's like, what's your plan? Maybe I can help you. The plan is a prison break. I didn't know it was going to be a prison break, but it's a prison break. They done got a prison break. Desna is wearing this shitty ass mask. They killed a cop. They bust Roller out. They put Roller on the boat, and Roller thinks that Desna is coming with him. But Desmond says, I can't come with you. I have to stay here. Does this mean that Roller's going to be off the show? Because that's some bullshit. Benedict goes to meet Henry, and Anne gets his phone. They lock him into the room. Then they says it's been a threat, and everybody evacuates the casino. Then they set the casino on fire with Benedict in there. But they didn't show Benedict dying. So I really don't believe it. But Anne is standing, Desmond shows up, and it's like, you did this, you wanted everything, now you got everything, and now it's all gone. And she walks away. And that's the end. That's season 3, y'all. I mean, we could have had at least a little bit of something. I know I'm eating. I'm sorry, but I'm really, really hungry. We could have had a little bit of something else, but I guess that's the end. I don't know. I got one more review to do. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really hungry. So if you all like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'd hope that it would have. It just didn't give me the bang that I needed. It didn't give me the bang for my buck, and that kind of makes me angry because I like Claws, and I don't want to. I just feel like they could have tied up more loose ends, and they didn't. But anyway, I got one more review to do, so bye.